Hey, Art Castle. Yeah, come up to Toledo. All right.
I have a request. It's not a fees request. Mind
Yeah,
if I
what's
get
your request?
changed just to look like myself?
Yeah. Let's get your stuff first. Come to the front desk. All right, hands on the counter. You got any firearms, anything like that on you?
I have my legal firearm and an illegal firearm as well.
Yep. Okay.
Hasn't been used. It's not mine. If anything were to happen, I wanted something with a little bit more firepower.
All right. Go upstairs.
Okay, I know the walls are paper thin. I'm gonna head out, guys, unless you guys need me, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, the vents are really shitty.
Bondi, are you upstairs or downstairs?
Currently upstairs. I'll be downstairs in a minute.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Oh, fuck. That's what I wanted to do. Shit. This is really fucking annoying.
All right.
Do you have any food or water? I'm about to starve.
Yeah, I've got you.
Thank you.
There you go. You guys have a formal recording room here? Oh, it's upstairs, isn't it? It's on the second floor. Doesn't it look outside? Okay, all right. All right, in here, Cleo. I'm gonna go have a chat with Jenny real quick. Yeah, we'll do the formal reading of the rights bit in a moment. Do you want an attorney here?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go ahead and contact somebody if anybody's available. Let me check. Fitzpatrick and Russell are both listed.
I mean, you know the lawyers better than I do. I'd like one that is good.
Okay. Oh, I got a feeling I know who I'll call, but let me. Yeah.
I think we can sit on any of these chairs.
Why don't you talk to your goddamn client before you
All
decide
right.
that you're gonna like call in all of I don't know CG to admit to this or something. All right, Cleo, if you had the pleasure of meeting former justice, now attorney,
Former Chief Justice.
former chief justice. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you get to keep that title since you
Fuck
retired
yeah,
like with
dude.
honors and whatnot?
Yeah.
All right, so Chief Justice Coyote Russell.
Pleasure to meet
Yeah,
you, sir. Cleo Shaw.
Hello.
He's going to be your counsel. I'm going to go out into the far room. If one of you needs me, just hit this little intercom buzzer here and buzz into the other room. Okay.
All right, I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
be
sir.
whispering to her. If you're listening, I'm gonna be pissed.
I know you will be, Coyote.
What's going on?
I don't know where to start, sir.
All right, you didn't do shit. Start there.
I've never been in this position before. I don't know what to do.
All right, here's the deal.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
Sorry.
He's wanting to come in and interrogate you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Also, the tears. I don't have any emotions. I used to be a
That's
judge.
fine.
I don't really give
This
a
is
fuck.
just who
okay?
I am.
All right. Look,
Mm-hmm.
all they have on you is you admitting that you did it or some shit, right? And a partial description. Well, anyone can admit they did it. That's not enough evidence.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the beginning, right? So he's gonna come and interrogate you, and he's gonna say, "What were you doing on this day?" And you're gonna say, "I plead the fifth." And then he's gonna be like, "Well, tell me about this." And then you're gonna be like, "I plead the fifth." And then he's gonna be like, "But how about this?" And then you're gonna be like, that's a good ass point. I plead the fifth too.
What?
All right, got that?
Why?
Because they don't have anything on you.
Okay.
And if you say something, you could get yourself in trouble and you could go to jail. So don't give them something by not saying anything. Listen, who was that one lady in history? What was her name? Bob Heller or something? Helen Keller?
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Role play her for like the next 20 minutes.
Okay. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I
There
plead
you
the
go.
fifth. That's all I say.
There you go.
You don't even want to know anything?
You know what? If there is something that you might want to answer, you can whisper to me and I'll tell you if you should answer it or not.
But okay, is this the part where you ask me what happened though?
Oh yeah, go ahead and tell me what happened.
Do I tell you everything?
Yeah, I'm your lawyer. It's like confidential and shit.
I don't trust these walls.
I don't trust them either. I already said this place looks like you ever seen like in those insane asylums that are run down. This place looks like like what they look like before they fell apart.
Yeah. Okay, what I can tell you is Michael Simone said I had until Monday to tell Jenny that I stabbed Nicholas Simone. Otherwise, he was going to hurt me, the people around me, and he insinuated that he was going to force my hand at hurting my long-term partner, Bryce
So
Miller.
you didn't stab him.
I plead the fifth.
But I'm your lawyer. You don't have to plead the fifth with me. If you did it, I'm not going to lock you up for it. I'm going to find a way to get you out of it. That was like, hey, I like your story. If you do want to talk and you seem like you do for whatever reason, I don't know, that's a good ass story to go with. That you were told to admit to it. And yet that's all they still have on you. And it gives a reason why you admitted to it. I like it. That's a good ass story.
Okay.
I bet. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring him in here.
It's not the story, that's the truth, sir.
Yeah, that's the truth.
No, I mean, that's actually what's happened.
Yeah, no. That's what we're gonna tell him.
No, but that is what's happened, though.
What?
That is what's happened. That what I just told you, that's not a story, that is the truth.
I want you to keep that straight face just like you're doing with me. Perfect. All right, I'll go get him. Hello, we're ready.
Oh, there we go. So, yeah, I knew that intercom system worked.
That's what's happened!
All right. Let me scooch in here.
My
What the
client
hell?
will talk to you a little bit, okay?
Okay.
She'll give you a little dabble, okay? But before she answers questions, she will consult with me.
I would expect nothing less on expert settings.
All right. See, I'm smurfing right now, so he got to pick which level he wants to do. Beginner, intermediate, expert. He picked expert, so I got to get you out of this shit.
Okay.
All right, there we go. We get that recording device set on the table. All right. My name is Captain Jeffrey Bundy, badge number 451 with the Los Santos Police Department. The time is 9:51 p.m. Eastern Standard. Today we're going to be doing an interview with Miss Cleo Shaw in relation to crimes that she confessed to while not under Miranda or any interrogation or custodial setting.
But she wasn't even Mirandaized?
No, but she also wasn't being interrogated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's called a spontaneous utterance, by the way, Cleo. It's all right.
All right. Cleo, I am going to go ahead and read you your formal Miranda rights off. We've already done the part of providing you a lawyer. However, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will appoint you one if available. And that's what Chief Justice Russell here is here for you for, okay?
Yeah, can be. It will be used against you. Trust me. You okay?
Me? Huh?
Hey, you can have a seat. He'll give you a little talkie talk.
I don't think I can sit down.
Yeah, these chairs are pretty uncomfortable, so it's a little hard to...
Why are they here?
I don't know. I think they came with the building.
What?
Hey, you know, when we bought this place, you know, when they tunneled it out, they just found a basement here, and they were like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, all right. I've seen weirder in this place.
All right, Cleo. So just to summarize, we were having a bit of a heart-to-heart on the beach off of Great Ocean Highway approximately half an hour ago. Can you repeat what you said to me towards the conclusion of that conversation?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Damn, that was good. Keep it up.
All right. On or about January 24th, 2022. Let's see. What time was this? 10 p.m. UTC. What were you doing that day, Cleo?
I plead the fifth.
Is it true that you were meeting with Nicholas Simone off of the Chumash Pier just west of Great Ocean Highway?
I plead the fifth.
What is your relationship with Nicholas Simone?
I plead the fifth.
I'm gonna be straight with you, Bundy. The only thing my client wishes to talk about is the confession and why it was given.
Okay, let's talk about the confession. Why was that? Well, I had to start off with. I started with asking her to repeat that, and she pled the fifth. So we got to know what that confession was to really dive into that.
It was the confession that was given to you on the beach, nor here. You're aware of what the confession is because that's why she's here and you're talking to her. We don't need to repeat it. She don't want to repeat it. So let's talk about the confession and why she did it.
This is where I
Okay.
talk.
Yeah,
Tell them
go
why
ahead
you
and
did
talk.
the confession.
Michael Simone informed me that if I were not to say that, then he would hurt me, hurt the people I care about, and force my hand at hurting my long-term partner, Bryce Miller.
Okay.
Wait,
Do
he's
you
gonna hurt Bryce Miller?
Sorry, what was that?
Bryce Miller was gonna get hurt?
He said that my hand would basically be forced to hurt Bryce Miller.
Well, I don't know if that's a bad thing. Hurting Bryce
What?
Miller.
What?
I'm just saying, like, give or take. Let's continue. It's whatever.
Okay. Cleo, do you think this is in relation to the ongoing stalking, threats, and harassment that you've received from Nicholas Simone?
I plead the fifth. I am a
Okay.
star man. Thank you so much
why
for
would
Prime
they
sub.
threaten you in that way?
I plead the fifth.
Do you want to answer that? You can if you want.
Huh? What was the question?
Why would they threaten you in that way?
If you don't want to answer it, that's fine. But if you want to, you can.
I to destroy me?
The Thanos equation. That thing.
Yeah, but I mean, Thanos was looking to save the planet's, well, the universe's
I am
resources by
Starman. Thank you
eliminating
so much
half
for
the
the 5
population. I
gifted.
don't think that Cleo would save that much by being eliminated.
You don't know that. You ain't God.
Yeah, it could be a time travel sort of thing. Okay, I mean, that just begs another question. Why would they want to destroy you, Cleo?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, Cleo, I'm looking at a list of reports indicating interactions between yourself and Nicholas Simone, specifically antagonistic actions that he took. This was entered on January 24th, 2022. I think the vast majority of it was written by you. Are you familiar with this report? Or do you want me to give you a copy of it?
I plead the fifth.
That's right. We plead the fifth to any copies, Bundy.
Okay, yeah. Plead the fifth to any photocopies that I might provide.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. This report indicates that stalking of you began as early as January 21st, 2022. Is that right, Cleo?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Did you or did you not approach me directly on January 21st, 2022,
I plead the fifth.
seeking... let me finish.
Sorry, I didn't realize you hadn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, seeking somebody to investigate, look into, I mean, do anything about these antagonistic actions.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
Here's the thing, Bundy, right? Obviously, there's some danger happening in her life right now. And I don't think she feels confident getting the help of the police. As so far, from just the little pieces I've heard, it seems like it's been a downhill spiral. The fact that she's in this interrogation room and not who was the guy who said he was going to kill Bryce?
Michael Simone.
Michael Simone's not in here.
Oh, you mean the guy that we've got 3 Mark 14s pointed at right now in Sandy Shores?
Yeah, get his ass in here.
Yeah, well, the other officers are working on that. I'm in here to solve a different problem.
Fuck.
Well, from what I hear, he's an asshole.
Fuck.
No, he's definitely an asshole.
Oh, okay.
I think Cleo could tell us how much of an asshole he is.
Yeah, that part you don't have to hide. Go ahead, tell him how much of an asshole he is.
He's an asshole.
Yup. See?
Oh shit, bro.
Okay. Did you have any interactions with Nicholas or Michael Simone on January 22nd, 2022?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Did Nicholas Simone text you after he was stabbed saying, "I wish you could have been honest from the start, Cleo"?
I plead the fifth.
Why were you meeting with him on January 24th, 2022?
Meet with who?
Nicholas Simone.
Okay.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. What's your opinion of Captain Jenny Hall?
I'd actually like to answer this one.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
She's extremely caring and
What
smart.
the hell's that?
Caring?
Oh, I thought she said Carrie. I'm like, what the heck? Like the movie whenever she squirts out the blood and shit?
No, caring and smart.
Oh, okay.
Kind. She cares a lot about a lot of people.
I'm inclined to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I agree too. See that? She's an honest person, Bundy.
The reason I ask is because on January 25th,
Oh, here we go with the dates again.
Did Jenny Hall ask you if there was anything that you wanted to tell her, Cleo?
I plead the fifth.
So we're not gonna talk about how you had a sudden change in attitude with Captain Hall, the woman that you just said you respect.
I plead the fifth.
How you got quiet and clammed up about the stabbing of Nicholas Simone dating back to a week and a half ago.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Who was the other individual that was with you, Cleo?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Where'd you get the jet ski?
I plead the fifth.
You know, if I had to guess as to why this occurred, the report on this stabbing, actually, Nicholas Simone's statement. I'm going to read this part into the record for you. It starts off with, "There's not much to say. I headed down to the pier to see a friend, or I thought I was going to see a friend." Seems pretty obvious that, yeah, I don't know, something changed that day. Were you friends with Nicholas Simone, Cleo?
I plead the fifth.
I used to be friends with Jean Paul. That doesn't mean I'm a psycho like him.
I feel so bad. I hate the fact that she just keeps saying I
Would
plead
you
the
stab
fifth.
John Paul?
No, but I wouldn't mind if somebody did.
Okay. Let's see. Who arrived at that pier first? Was that you or was that Nicholas?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Yeah, who arrived at the pier first? Was it you or Nicholas?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. Can you tell me about the day that you found a horse head outside of your house?
What the fuck?
I plead the fifth, but I also love animals. Can I speak with my lawyer alone? Real
Yeah,
quick?
we need to talk about this horse head.
Absolutely. You chat about the horse head. Intercom should still be working.
I don't think me saying my
Oh, here,
plead the
let me snatch up this recording device. There you go.
Okay, look.
Look, me
You can
pleading the fifth
answer-
isn't going to protect. It's just it's pissing him off. Like,
Well, yeah,
Gunner
it's Bundy. I always piss him
fucking-
off.
Gunner fucking did a whole bunch of shit, and he's still within PD.
But did you actually do some shit?
Bro!
Well, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. Who the hell is this Samoan guy, and what's going on?
Michael Simone and Nicholas Simone are brothers. I met Nicholas Simone a few months ago. Him and Rudy, who's like the president of the Lost MC, both kidnapped me and shaved my hair off. It was a bit of cadet hazing. I was so scared I was going to lose my job because I kept getting kidnapped that I reached out to Nicholas Simone, or he kind of reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, let's just not do that again. You know, let's just go have dinner, whatever, Maldini's. We went there with Rudy as well. And then, oh no, I'm so sorry that we met up. We had an altercation, a traffic accident. And then I was like, oh yeah, I don't want any trouble. Let's just hash this out over dinner, blah, blah, blah. We were hanging out, then got kidnapped by them, had my hair shaved off. I didn't file a report because officers were laughing at me.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is fucked up. It's okay though. And then, I basically, after that incident, Nick and I spoke, and I was basically like, hey, look, I don't want any animosity. I don't want any of this. I just, you know, I was so scared that I was going to lose my job over just constantly being kidnapped. And so, you know, we hashed things out. I went to his house at one point. He showed me his fucking cow. Anyway, it was fine. I wouldn't have considered him my friend, but we were definitely on good terms.
I think I'm gonna call animal control on this guy.
And then, Michael Simone investigation started on him during, just before, I think, the war between the Lost and the PD. And, when that happened, Nick got in contact with me. And he
Who's
began
Nick?
Nicholas Simone.
Okay.
He began stalking me in his blue Audi A6.
And are the police aware of all that they?
I have put every single report. I wrote.
Okay. And these are the reports he's talking about.
Yeah.
So you've been telling the truth this whole time.
Yeah. So he's been stalking me. He tweeted at one point. Bryce Miller he's the co-owner of AirX, and they recently got a blimp. At one point, Bryce took out the blimp, and this is an example out of the many. He took out a blimp, and Nick Simone then tweeted saying, have you guys heard about the Hindenburg? The Hindenburg being the blimp that blew up in I think the 30s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm aware of the blimp.
Yeah. And I freaked out. And more instances happened where he would say stuff like that, constant text towards me.
Let me ask you this:
Uh-huh.
Have you done anything illegal?
Yeah.
What is that?
I stabbed him.
Okay, so we can go back to the
He
questioning.
pulled out a
okay?
gun though at one point.
Nope. We're not going to go that way. We're not going to go. No. Okay. Right now, they have no evidence it happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could talk all you want about all this stuff you've been talking about, all the stabbing, but as far as if you stabbed him, you didn't do it, and you admitting to it was because, he said if you didn't admit to it that he would, destroy your world or whatever.
But I don't think me constantly saying I plead the fifth is going to put me in good.
Right.
PD
That's
has
why I'm gonna
royally
let you
fucked
talk.
me over so many times.
I'm gonna let you talk, right? So you can admit to literally everything except for the stabbing part, okay?
Okay.
That's the only part. And you don't even have to plead the fifth on the stabbing part. Just say you didn't do it, all right? And say the reasoning why you gave the confession was because, he
I
wanted
have
to.
alibis.
Good. So we'll do that, okay? That way you can answer all his questions. But when it comes to that stabbing, you can answer it, but don't admit to it. You wasn't there. You didn't do it. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Hey, Bundy! Hey, Bundy! Bundy!
Why's that intercom always make them sound like they're yelling?
I don't know.
Hello.
She wishes to talk. Start all over.
Start all over. Jesus,
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you also send me those reports that I wrote and stuff? I just need to jog my memory.
Let me set the recording back up. All right, perfect. Okay, we are resuming the recording at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so would you like to start at the beginning of the report that I was referencing, the one that you placed into the system on the 24th of January?
Yeah, I would also like a copy of that report, sir.
Okay, perfect. Give me just one moment. All right, beautiful. Here, I'm going to set this copy on the table here for you.
Thank you.
Would you like your attorney to have a copy of that as well?
Yes, please, sir.
All right, beautiful. Here's one for you as well, Coyote.
Yeah, appreciate it. I do have a problem, though.
Okay, what's your problem?
That recording's on the whole entire time I was talking to my client.
No, it wasn't. I turned it off.
Just checking.
That's why I had to turn it back on when I came in here.
Just making sure you're on your toes. Chill out. Get to the question.
Okay, let's start with the incident on January 21st, 2022. Want to tell me a bit about that, Cleo?
So I mean, obviously, it's stated in the report, like, I haven't had communication with Nicholas Simone for a hot minute. He then, like, out of nowhere, during, like, he just texted me asking me if I was alive. I'm trying to remember everything, to be honest. And then I obviously got, like, I got cautious when he said nice ponytail. So I knew that he had seen me. I was processing individuals, and I believe there was like it was oh fuck, what was it? It was Curtis and all them lot. I remember leaving PD, and I remember being on my phone for a hot minute. And then as soon as I put my phone down, I backed out of the garage, like the parking lot, onto the street. Nick Simone was stood outside of his blue Audi A6 wearing the clothing that I've seen him wear numerous times, green jacket, not wearing a face covering or anything like that. He was smoking a joint, and the second he saw me back out of the car park, he dropped the joint on the ground, got out of the car, and sped towards back into the city from I think Strawberry Avenue. And then he called me, I believe. And then he called me, and then it was just it was just a normal conversation, and then he was like, "Oh shit," like as if something just happened. And he said that his like tire had just popped. And I was like, "Oh shit, that's unfortunate." And he more or less wanted me to bring him a tire repair kit. And I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't do that." And then he was like, hang on. And then he took a photo of the back end of his vehicle, the same blue Audi A6, and texted it to me. And that's when I knew 100% that was him. And he then started speaking about his house and like some sort of company he has to do with acoustics or whatever. And he did at one point mention a room that was soundproof. He was like, "You should come like check out the house one day." And then after the call, he texted me. He said, "Did I guess correctly? I mean, you guys, like in the report itself, like, I mean, you guys do the whole cop sacking thing." And then he sent me a photo of his like living space, and there was some like grinded up weed on the coffee table with Rizzler papers. I don't believe I have my phone on me. You see my possessions, so I can't really remember what I responded with. But I think I responded with very, very, very short, blunt answers, like not giving, not ending anything with a question to further that conversation, like maybe haha, and that was it. And that's what I really remember from that day, to be honest.
Okay. Prior to that day, you said you hadn't heard from him in a while, but what would you say the relationship between you and Simone was?
So, prior to that, I can't give the exact timestamp. Maybe a couple months prior. I believe and believe me, this was so long ago, so much has happened. But I believe I had a mini vehicular accident with Rudy and Nick in the vehicle. Not in my vehicle, sorry. This is the first, like, in their own separate vehicle. I think either I hit them or they hit me. And then there was also another random person there, and they saw the whole thing. And they seemed very threatening. And this was in the midst of a thing when I kept getting kidnapped a lot, and I didn't want any animosity or anything. Like, I genuinely thought I was going to get fired for constantly getting kidnapped. So the individual, after they left, the individual that was present, I can't remember for the life of me who it was. I think it was an individual on a motorcycle. They gave me Rudy's number. So I contacted Rudy, and I said, "Hey, look, I'm sorry that happened. Like, I don't want there to be like any hardship, etc., etc." And then Nick rang me. He got my number from Rudy, I believe, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I'm not with that guy, just so you know." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, yeah, I'm not with that guy. And I more or less gave the same sort of answer. And from that point, we then, I think, on that day, we went from that end to then going to Maldini's so I could actually like properly apologize. And I bought them all pizza. And then as we were leaving, like I remember at the table, Nick kept saying, yeah, but I'm not with this guy. I'm not with this guy. He just made sure to say that. He kept saying that. And then we went to go leave, and then they both held me up, kidnapped me. They forced me to do drugs. I can't remember specifically. I think it was meth. They did it in a clothing store off of Route 68, I believe. And they Rudy then grabbed a pair of clippers and shaved my hair off. They mentioned something about Ziggy, and I believe they contacted Ziggy directly, because I don't think I had my phone or anything on me. I think they took that. But for some reason, they called Ziggy, and Ziggy and Snow arrived, and they laughed. I was willing to give a report, but because they laughed, it didn't. I was pretty much pissed off with everything that was going on in terms of the whole kidnapping shit going on in general. And then let me correct myself. I did have my phone. I did, because I called Dark. Explained what happened, and I just wanted a ride. And he was kind enough to give me a ride, and that was that. I don't remember if it was that day or the next day. I mean, it was sometime that week. I contacted Nick. And I said that it's okay. Like, it's fine. I don't want there to be any animosity or anything like that. Somewhere along the line, I went to his house, and he showed me his cow. He showed me
his cow.
Yeah, he has a cow.
Oh.
I rode the cow. I actually have a photo of it.
Yo, can we call like PETA or something, or animal control about this cow? If this guy's taking care of it, this cow's probably in some danger.
Yeah, especially if he's having. I don't think you're supposed to ride cows.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything illegal about it. It just sounds wrong.
You can definitely ride cows.
Okay. Showed me his cow, pleasant conversation, and that was that, really. We exchanged phone calls here and there, but there was never any pivotal moments between the acquaintanceship between himself and I. I remember he actually had a little car, like a very tiny little car. I think it was just going around. I think I was with a couple friends, and we saw that car, and we were going after it, like wanting to see it, check it out. And then I was taking the piss, like, pull it over, roll down the windows, engine off, we were all having a laugh. And then I guess he heard my voice, and he texted me, and he said, I almost shot you. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. We just wanted to see the car. And I think we did exchange a phone call at that point. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, we just wanted to see the car. It was pretty funny. It was it's like a very, very tiny car, one seat, like extremely tiny. I don't even know how a human being can fit into that.
I've actually impounded that. He fled from me in that, and I boxed it in an alleyway by myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make it perfectly clear right now that I'm now in intermediate mode. Okay.
Okay. And then yeah, that was that. I can check the exact date that he sent that message, but I don't think there was any other communication from then until the 21st of January, 2022.
Okay. And then you had further interactions with him the next day, the 22nd. When you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading it right now. Again, this is just to jog my memory, so. Yeah, so I told Brian Knight about how I think about that phone call and the fact that he knew where it was, and he had wanted me to go to his house and stuff. That's when I was on high alert, and Brian Brian was like, just cut ties with him. It looks like he just wants to sleep with you. And I was
Wait, let me get this. You got advice from Brian Knight?
Yeah,
Yeah, this is fucked up more than I thought it was.
he said that he thinks that Nicholas Simone just wanted to sleep with me.
Did he say he wanted to sleep with you, or did he say he wanted to white pee on you? Because yeah, one of those sounds like Brian and the other doesn't.
He said he wanted to sleep with me.
Okay. Yeah.
Those sort of advances. And so I communicated with Nick, and I basically did what Brian advised, to basically accuse Nicholas of flirting, and stating that, hey, I'm in a long-term relationship, I'm not interested, etc, etc. And then he
It's like I'm watching Dawson's Creek right now.
And then he said, I wish you could have been honest from the start. I ignored it. And then I don't remember how Bryce ended up in the hospital. When he was out, he told me that like he got a ping on his phone that someone had left something in the mailbox. And then the road between Elgin Ave and where the upgraded apartments are, that little alleyway on that road. We spotted the same Audi A6 just sitting there. I think prior or after, I don't know, but he said he had gotten a ping, and then like I don't know when, he just stated it. And then we saw the car as we left the hospital. When we sorry, I'm trying to remember if this was the horse's head.
No, I think that came a little later, according to the reports at least.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. I was with this old lady. I was with Bryce. I was with Father Tanner. A bunch of people. We went to the house, and there was a photo lying on the ground. And I picked it up, and it was, I believe, a photo of myself. I think it was when Trooper Ripley might have dropped me off at my house at one point, or I was showing him the house, and then his head exploded, so his car was just left there. It was a photo of myself. And I think that's as far as it went for that day. It looked like he took it from either like the bridge or the just the hill, or maybe on top of one of the buildings. I'm not sure. It was a weird angle. I didn't really figure it out.
Wait, all that's just one day?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Bunny, get out your little date book now. Let's go on to the next one. Bet you wish we were pleading the fifth now, huh?
Me or you that wishes that, Coyote?
Me?
That's why we love you. You're honest. All right, January 23rd.
Is there any questions, or am I just just?
I mean, what happened with Nicholas that day?
Oh my god, yeah, this was an awful day. So this is when Bryce had just gotten the blimper RX, and about 30 seconds after he took it out, I was with Jeffy Coldeye and Sabbath Cohen and Bryce Miller. Took out he took out the blimp, and about 30 seconds to a minute later, Nicholas Simone tweets. And he's asked, he says, have you guys ever heard about the Hindenburg?
That's the blimp that blew up. You know, remember that? But like, don't remember it like you were there. You're not that old, but you remember like the the history. You remember reading about it. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I remember the Hindenburg. Well, I don't remember it. I wasn't there, but I read about it.
Yeah. Well, how do we know what happened then?
Isn't that why they stopped using? Was it helium? Is that why they stopped using helium?
Well, I don't know. They still use them in balloons. I don't see any balloons blowing up. Think about it.
Yeah, well, balloons
Conspiracy.
aren't. Yeah, but balloons aren't like fueled by fire.
Can I talk to my lawyer real quick?
Yeah.
The recording, sir.
Oh yes. Let me grab that.
Smoke out now.
Look. It was hydrogen, not helium. We got him on the ropes.
Okay. So I think on the 22nd, I actually met up with Nick. I can't remember if I told him that I met up with him or not. But I met up with him. We went to the Firewatch Tower just to have a conversation. And he asked me if I was involved in the raid of his property, and that he had what was it? Gotten he foyered the report through his lawyer, and he would receive it the next day. I said, what difference would it make if I told you I was, and if I told you I wasn't, if you're going to get the report tomorrow anyway? And he said, he just wanted to know, and that if I didn't tell him, or if I lied to him, then things would get really bad for me. And I went back and forth, and I was like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you're going to get the report anyway. So we had a little bit of a spiel, and he got under my skin, and I said, yes, I was involved in the raid, and yes, I shot 3 of your fucking friends, because they were throwing grenades at PD. I was never inside the property. I was only outside.
Whenever we get to this part of the story, you can tell him that he pressured you to tell him. You can tell him that he said he was going to hurt you, or whatever, that blah blah blah. Or acting like violent if you didn't, but don't admit that you told him.
Okay, don't admit that I told him.
Because the only person that knows that you told him is you and him, and they're going to believe you over him.
I can't remember if I told anyone that I think I may have told Doc that I told him.
Then say you don't remember if you told him or not.
Okay.
You just remember him getting upset about it.
Okay.
Okay? Is that all you needed?
Yeah, I just wanted to know if I should mention that because it's not in the report.
Don't mention it unless he brings it up. Matter of fact, he needs to ask you specific questions. You just going on like a soap opera, that's not good. I just been letting you do it because you seem happier than you were pleading the fifth. So let's get some more direct questions, okay?
Okay. All right.
Hey, buddy!
Oh, I think the intercom's broken. Jesus, it sounds like a chicken.
So don't mention it, basically, unless he asks me directly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy!
All right.
All right, so for the sake of my insanity and my clients, we're going to just answer questions instead of going on a soap opera and telling life stories.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a couple more direct ones. We can skip over the stuff on the 23rd. I'm pretty caught up as to what happened to that. Okay. At any point between January 21st, 2022 and January 23rd, 2002, did Nicholas Simone take any violent actions towards you?
I'm sorry. Between January 21st and January 22nd.
21st and 23rd.
Towards me. No. But I do believe he was is either aided or shot Bryce.
Okay. What reason do you have to believe that Nicholas Simone was involved in that shooting?
It correlates with a later date in which Dante Wolf was shot at the spot we met at today, and then I was shot, and an individual wearing the exact same outfit on the 23rd approached, and then I was knocked out after that. I don't really remember much else.
I'm starving. I'm gonna die.
I've got food for you.
Okay.
There you go.
These fries turn into a sandwich. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we put the fries on bread to make them easier to eat when we're driving. Okay. On January, anytime between January 21st and January 23rd, did you confer with Captain Jenny Hall about the incidents involving Nicholas Simone?
I don't know if I spoke to Jenny, but I definitely spoke to Brian. I can't remember when Jenny was brought into it.
Okay. Do you at all recall Jenny requesting that you file a report in relation to the incidents described on those days?
I honestly can't remember. I know reports were asked for, and I was writing them as I went along. But obviously so much was happening that like I was exhausted.
That's true. The shitty is a shit show. The shitty show, shitty.
Yep, that's true. Okay. Do you remember talking to me about that at the courthouse?
I can't
and myself requesting that you enter the reports.
I genuinely can't remember, sir. I feel like I spoke to a lot of people.
Okay. On what date did you actually enter the reports as to what happened on all these days?
I can't remember. I did them all in a document as the days went on, and then finally I submitted them.
Okay. Would it surprise you if I told you they were submitted 2 hours after a case was opened regarding the stabbing of Nicholas Simone?
Jenny informed me that it had been done afterwards, but no, I didn't know the specifics of the timescale.
Okay. Cleo, did you meet with Nicholas Simone on the 24th of January 2022?
No, sir, I did not.
On the 24th of January 2022, were you near the pier off of Chumash, directly north? I believe it's directly north of the Zancudo tunnel.
No, I was at one point. I was at a completely different. Like I was at a beach, east, of the city. Like it's just north of the oil fields where I saw a fucking submarine.
Like the Beatles song, the yellow one.
It was a massive, massive submarine that
With missiles and bombs and whatnot.
yeah, like it shot it at the fucking shoreline, like towards like the left of me, onto the shoreline. I remember running away, and then 10 minutes later coming back for the car, and then it re-emerged again.
UFO.
On January 24th, 2022, did you ride on a jet ski with any other individuals?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. Cleo, on January 24th, 2022, did you stab Nicholas Simone?
No, sir.
But prior to us initiating this interrogation, you confessed to me that you did.
Sorry, I explained to you the situation at hand.
Okay. I am going to be turning my recording device off at this time, but before I do that, I want to explain to you what is about to transpire. The criminal portion of this interview is over. My recording's going off. I'm going to cease taking notes. I'm going to have IA investigator senior, I believe it's senior deputy Serge Cross. Serge, why don't you come on in here? Serge is going to issue you a Garrity warning. He would like to speak with you about these situations. He's going to be able to explain this much better than I can because I don't really do all the IA Garrity warning stuff. But yeah, this is no longer, this part's not going to be for criminal investigations. Serge is not going to confer with me related to anything that gets said. As a member of High Command, I will be aware of the results of the IA investigation. But I will not be aware. Basically, I'll be consulted with insofar as like what punishment should be, but I won't be made privy to any recordings. I won't be made privy to any notes. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Come on, buddy. You know what a Garrity warning is. Like, don't act clueless.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know what it is. I've had it read to me and whatnot, but
well, Kaio, you're not the only one smurfing here.
Yeah. Yeah, Bundy is. He tries.
Have been for the last 2 years. All yours, Serge.
All right, hello, Miss Cleo. All right, you are going to get a very, very descriptive Garrity warning that's going to cover everything, okay?
Okay.
All right. Cleo Shaw, you are entitled to all the rights and privileges guaranteed by the laws and the Constitution of the state in the United States involving the right not to be compelled to incriminate yourself. I further wish to advise you the refusal to testify or to answer questions relating to the performance of your departmental duties could result in your dismissal from the department. If you do answer, neither your statements nor any information or evidence which is gained by reason of such statements can be used against you in any subsequent criminal proceeding. However, these statements may be used against you in relation to subsequent departmental charges. At this time, I'm going to question you regarding the stabbing of one of the
ask
Simone
her
brothers.
She understands what the fuck that means?
This questioning concerns administrative matters relating to the official business of the department. I'm going to be very frank here, Cleo, okay? I'm not questioning you for the purpose of any criminal proceeding against you. During the course of the questioning, even if you do disclose information which indicates that you may be guilty of criminal conduct, neither your statements nor the results of any statement you make will be used against you in any criminal proceeding.
You understand that?
Yes, sir. I do.
What happened to your face?
His face or my face?
His.
That's not
Face
nice.
looks fine.
I'll explain pretty quickly. I gave someone a ticket for jaywalking. They got 3 other friends all blacked out. They kidnapped me, tortured me, and burnt the fuck out of me over a jaywalking ticket.
Well, that'll show you. Bet you learned your lesson.
I did learn my lesson. I give people jaywalking tickets even more. All right, Cleo. Did you or did you not stab Nicholas Simone?
No, of course I didn't.
Did you stab Michael Simone?
No, sir, I didn't.
Okay, why is it that before you were brought into interrogation, you admitted to stabbing someone?
Because Michael Simone said if I didn't say that I stabbed Nick Simone, then he would hurt myself, hurt the people that I cared about, and would force my hand in hurting my own partner, Bryce Miller. And that I had until Monday.
So you're telling me that you were coerced into lying about an event that happened that you had no part in whatsoever?
Well, that's not coercion. She was threatened. blackmailed. It's different.
Okay, Cleo, can you tell me what's the difference between him threatening you now and the danger you've basically been a part of for the past 2 months?
The difference being that I have Michael Simone has stated his plans. That I have a time frame, and I'm sick of seeing the people around me get hurt. And if there's anything I could do to stop that, then I would take that opportunity.
So your solution is to lie to police officers and admit to a crime you did not commit, but now you've changed your mind and you are telling us that you didn't do it.
Cross, are you victim blaming?
Man, I'm looking for an answer here. Why did you lie and then change your mind?
Because I had a conversation with Bunty at the spot, and though he said what he said before I said what I said, coming down here and then thinking on it, I don't know, Cross.
So you came down here to what exactly? What was the point of all this?
What do you mean? What was the point in all of this?
Well, you admitted to something that you didn't do, all because you wanted to protect the people closest to you.
Well,
Wouldn't the
Cross,
easy
she
thing?
was on the fence. I did convince her that telling the truth would be better for her. Whenever I was asked to come represent her.
So my question, as a police officer, because you are a police officer, why hinder an investigation?
Because I am scared.
So because you're scared, it's okay to basically. I mean, if Coyote Russell was not here, would you have kept lying?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
If Chief Justice Russell weren't here in the first place, would you have kept lying?
I can't predict that. I don't know.
Is it I need to ask, is it client privacy between both of you? Why she changed her mind, or?
Well, I mean, it's up to her whether she wants to tell you or not.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind if she tells you, but I think she's already answered it.
I just want a specific sorry. God damn, my throat's hurting.
I believe the specific answer is that after on the way here, she was thinking on it. Then she talked with Bundy a bit, and she talked with me, and came to the conclusion that the best thing to do would be to tell the truth, even if it could conflict the safety of her and her friends.
Okay. How did Mr. Simone express this threat to you?
Phone call.
And he called you from his phone number? Was it a payphone? Was it an unknown number?
I called him.
Oh, you called him.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you call him?
Because I got an unknown number at one point that said you have until Monday. And it was a message from the Simone brothers, and I had until Monday to say what basically said to you guys today. And so I contacted Michael, because I knew that Nick was just playing the clean card.
Okay, so just quickly, you had a phone call. They basically threatened everyone around you.
Yeah.
If you didn't admit before Monday that you had stabbed Mr. Simone.
Yeah.
And now, do they? I know that one of the Simone brothers was attacked at some point. Now, is there? Why would they think you did it? Why are they trying to force you to admit to a crime you didn't commit?
I don't know.
Did you have any kind of relationship with both of them before all
Actually,
this?
I do know. I'm so sorry. At one point, Nick basically said that if I don't tell him whether I was involved in the raid of his property, and that he would find out regardless the next day, due to foiling a report based on the search of his property, then it would get really, really, really bad for him. I mean, sorry, it would get really, really bad for me. That is what he said.
Did he continue on telling you how it would get bad for you? I know at one point you told me about a giant submarine that came from the waters.
Yeah.
There was explosions and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, has he ever threatened you with those things?
I mean, he has hurt me. I've been to his home in which he forced metamorphine into my system along with other drugs that I don't know the contents of, and then whacked me over the head with a pipe wrench.
Did you report this?
Yes.
And ever since all these happened, have you continued communicating with Nicholas and Michael Simone?
With Nicholas Simone, yes, up until recently I hadn't contacted Michael Simone. With Nicholas Simone, I for a very long time I ignored his texts and stuff, and then I asked Jenny whether potentially giving him that attention would help resolve or like at least delay some situations, and she said that that is a decision that I need to make, and that I need to be able to face the consequences as well if things were to go downhill. Ever since I started texting Nicholas Simone back, not much has happened. There was a gap in which nothing had happened because I gave him that intention. And then Bryce at Uwu Cafe in the car park got shot by a sniper.
And you're sure? And do you know the identity of this sniper?
I mean, there's no evidence, no. But I did see a blue Audi A6 leaving the area from the construction site, going east on I think it's Adam's Apple. No, it's not Adam's Apple. I don't know. It was going towards back into the city, like directly
Did you
east
file?
from
Did you
Uwu
file a
Cafe.
report on this?
I personally did not, but it was reported. Yes.
Do you know who reported it?
So Brian was aware of the situation, as were I. Oh yes, I was asked to write a written statement about it, and I sent that to both Brian and Jenny.
Okay, I have one final question. Through all this today, specifically today, did you come here of your own free will, or did you come here because you were afraid of punishment?
I came here because I was scared of what may come on Monday. What do you mean by punishment? As in from Michael?
All right, give me a minute.
He fucking hates me, by the way. This is all fucking personal conflict of interest.
Well, there's already been a little bit of victim blaming and stuff like that.
Oh no, it's been like that for 4 to 5 months.
But as far as I can only do so much to save you there. I can save you from the law, right? I'm a lawyer.
I already quit the PD. I sent a message to Everly today, Claire Everly, and I said I have no other choice but to quit.
Have you quit, or are you thinking about quitting?
I mean, I was gonna go into a further discussion, but I want to quit, yes.
Because if you want to quit, this whole IA thing can just go away.
I mean, regardless, they're gonna fire me anyway. I just want to quit.
Well, there's no saying that they're going to fire you, but...
Oh, they will. They will. They've
Well,
had it in for me for months.
Based off what I've heard here, you could have a lawsuit if they did decide to fire you. But that's civil, of course. That's a whole nother thing. What I'm seeing here is a lot of gross bullying, victim blaming, instead of trying to get the perp that's been terrorizing you. And from what I hear, other officers for the past however long, they seem to be zoning in and blaming you for this idiot's crimes, which isn't good. It isn't good on them, and it doesn't show a good face for them.
I mean, it has been constant. They word it as hazing, but it's bullying. I've tried and tried to.
They have hazing.
They think downright bullying is cadet hazing.
Okay, hazing's illegal, depending on what they want you to do. Like using the
I
excuse,
have been
it's hazing.
stabbed by my own colleagues.
Okay, see that's
I
illegal,
have been
and
knocked
using
out by
the
my own colleagues. I have been, I
and
think,
this is under the
shot by my
pretense of
own
hazing.
colleagues as well. Yeah, pretense of hazing because it's enjoyable, it's entertaining, it's fun.
Okay, well we'll let him do his little interview, and we'll see what the outcome is. And if the outcome isn't something that you like, then we'll go down another avenue and make them pay for it. Okay?
I mean, is it really worth it? So,
It's up. I mean, that's up to you. I don't
mean,
know.
I doubt that even a lawsuit, something like that, is ever going to go through. I mean, it's the PD, sir.
Well, absolutely to go through. I'll be the attorney.
I just.
Whether you like it or not, the DOJ, I used to be a Chief Justice, and the PD do not get along at all. There is no holding hands there. They will be held accountable.
I just want to go home to my boyfriend, to be honest.
Bryce?
Yeah.
You really set that bar low, didn't you?
No, he's been my sanity this entire time. He is my anchor. He is the best person in this fucking city.
Yeah, I had a dog like that, but at the end of the day, he still shit on the carpet. Think about it.
You think about this. There are assumptions about me being made, and everyone makes assumptions about Bryce, but he is the best thing to have ever happened to me. He showed me kindness and patience, and he showed me that the world isn't all that bad. So,
Seems like he was wrong on that.
I still have him though. He's the good part in the world.
Seems like he lied to
And
you.
my friends.
The world is pretty bad. This city's shit, by the way. Like, it's really bad. Like, I would say maybe 5% of the city maybe have good in them. Maybe. But at the end of the day, even the nicest people can stab somebody. Just think about it.
I don't know if we should just gone with the truth, to be honest. I don't know if we should just have gone with the truth. I feel like we should have gone with just the plain old truth. You reckon I should have just told him the truth, sir?
Why?
Because what battle am I fighting right now?
Going to prison?
Yeah.
What does that solve?
I mean, regardless. I don't know. I keep, I don't know.
Do you think you deserve to go to prison?
No.
Then telling the truth will only put you there. So you have nothing to gain but what you don't deserve. We're getting you what you deserve. Actual justice. Not this obscure smoke and mirrors that the justice system set up to make people believe there is.
I don't understand why they are so fixating on this one event when this guy is a literal terrorist and has snipers and submarines and has hurt so many people already. Like, I don't know why all the attention is on this one thing other than what is going on.
And you think that you taking a bullet for all this is going to fix it? No. I don't.
Yeah, I don't even, like... All they have is a description of my hair.
Yeah, they don't have
That's it.
shit.
Like hair.
You know what I said when I immediately walked here and they told me what they had?
You know, IA tried to manipulate me with a fucking promotion.
I let go.
It didn't say shit.
Well, you know, depends on how this goes. If you want to do a lawsuit, we can do that. If you don't, that's fine too. But you going down for something you don't deserve, that's not going to help anything, and it's only going to hurt you. It's not going to give you any closure. It's not going to make you feel better. The only difference is you're going to be feeling like shit in jail, surrounded by people that you put in jail. What could go wrong?
I'm done giving PD chances to fuck me over even more.
Yeah, then quit. Fuck them. But whatever you do, if you do quit, don't turn out like the rest of this fucked up city just because you're not a cop. Keep being you. Keep your morality. Keep doing what you do best, and don't go down that bad road, because that's what always happens.
The thing is, they haven't even considered if this whole thing was just something that they staged to ruin someone who's vulnerable to get back at the PD.
Well, when it comes to investigations, they have to start at the very center, right? Right now, you're the center because you confessed to it, and then everything expands from there. Apparently, they got that son of a bitch in custody. We're going to see where that
Did they
goes, right?
actually have him in custody? Or
That's
did
what
they
they're
just
saying.
or did they just have weapons aimed at him?
That's a good point. I don't know. Has he ever been arrested?
I think he got his. I don't know. I think he may have got his record expunged because I was like, I think third-degree speeding on there, or that was his brother. But at one point, Nicholas was tweeting saying that he was frustrated about one of the judges not expunging his record and stuff. And the next day, his record was crystal clear.
Who is this guy?
Nicholas Simone. He's the one who's been basically doing all the targeted attacks. Michael just wants confession.
That's his brother?
Yeah, so Michael Simone is the centerpiece of this. He's the one who has a massive warrant out for him right now. Michael Simone has confessed to everything, I believe. Like, he admits to everything. He has nothing to hide. His mentality is that he wants to serve justice and all that shit. The PD
Let me see if they have this son of a bitch in custody real quick, okay? I'll put your mind at ease. Hey, Bundy! Hey, Bundy! Bundy!
Give me a minute. Sorry, Coyote. He's using the bathroom.
Hey, is Simone in custody?
What?
Is this Simone asshole in custody?
That's my reply right now. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I was told y'all had rockets or something aimed at him or something. Why'd I hear a dog? Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? I'll find out. Anything's possible in this city. It's crazy. I mean, hell, I used to be the Chief Justice for like 2 years. How fucked up is that?
They haven't even stopped to consider that them telling me that they may potentially have him in custody inclines me to tell them the truth in terms of not stabbing him.
Listen, you got to get that out of your head. All right. From everything you said and told, you admitting that benefits literally nobody. It actually benefits no one. Not a single person.
All right, Cleo.
Hey, do y'all have that asshole in custody?
No, there were other circumstances.
Man, I thought you had rockets aimed at him and shit.
No, not rockets. We had sniper rifles. Well, marksman rifles.
What the fuck? How'd he get away?
Well, he's real slippery.
Yeah. Even better reason for her to be fucking scared shitless of this maniac. You had sniper rifles and you couldn't get them? If you would have had sniper rifles like that aimed at Jean Paul, he'd be laying there bleeding, saying, "Really, dude?"
No, he wouldn't say much to us after that, to be honest.
How the fuck did you let him get away?
All right, Cleo. Your attorney and yourself both have excellent points. Just a blind confession and a partial victim identification of who committed the crime. It's not enough. We're not sticking you with attempted first or attempted second. Even assault with a deadly. Nothing in relation to the stabbing of Nicholas Simone on that day. As much as I would like to say that I believe you, I don't. And here is why. The question that I specifically asked you on that beach, and I asked you this 3 times, was what are they trying to force you to do? What are they trying to make you do? It was just me and you on that beach. There was nobody else watching, listening, nothing. And even if they were watching, I don't think they're that good at reading lips from a quarter mile away. And rather than responding, they're trying to make me confess to this murder, or they're trying to make me confess to this stabbing, or they're coercing me, or they're threatening me so that I confess to this stabbing. The exact words out of your mouth to me were, "I stabbed Nicholas Simone."
Well, Bundy, I can answer that. You see, because when I first got here, and I was talking to my client, that was what she wanted to tell you. Even in here, that's what she wanted to tell you. And then I got to the bottom of the truth and convinced her that was the right thing to do.
So Michael Simone right now is not in custody.
Correct.
Can we put her under witness protection?
Okay, then please send me to jail. I stabbed him. I stabbed Nicholas Simone. Just send me to jail, please. Please.
You're not going to be protected in jail.
No, please. I stabbed him. Just send me to jail, please. I'm begging you.
Don't believe her now?
Please, I'm begging you.
Any doubts in your head now, Bundy?
Please, no, sir, please. I'm talking to Bundy. Please send me to jail.
Witness protection.
No, there is witness protection. Is not going to help with these people. He just wants me to go to jail. Please, I am begging you. Send me to jail. I stabbed him. Do you want me to punch you? Do you want me to assault you? Do you want me to do something that is going to send me to jail? Please. I stabbed him. I stabbed him. I stabbed him. I stabbed Nicholas Simone. I stabbed him. I stabbed him. I stabbed him. I stabbed him. I did it. I stabbed him. I stabbed him right in the fucking chest. I stabbed him right in the abdomen. I stabbed him everywhere. Please.
Yeah, I stabbed him too.
No, you're not help. Please. Please, Bundy. Please.
See, Cleo, it's actually interesting because you were still denying having stabbed him before you knew that we had units surrounding him.
I stabbed him. Please arrest me.
Give me a moment.
You know you're not going to be safe in jail, right? Well, they can't send you to jail because you haven't committed a crime or they can't prove you have. And your confession still isn't enough. But regardless of that, there's hills all around the jail. You're still an open target there. That's not including the people that's in the jail. Witness protection is your best bet.
There is no such thing as witness protection.
Yeah, there is too.
I asked about that, and they said that there
I used to
wasn't.
be the Chief Justice. Trust me, there is. The fact that you don't know it exists means it's working. You go to jail, you're dead.
I think I'm just gonna tell them the truth, to be honest. What am I fighting anymore?
And you're still dead.
Bundy? Bundy?
They're not going to believe you.
Yes, Cleo.
I stabbed him. So. I did
Me
it.
too.
No, you're not helping, Coyote. I did it.
Yeah, me too.
Regardless of what happens, I did it.
Yeah, so did I.
All right. I think that the point. Let's see. There we go. There's that recording button. Okay, 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard. Resuming the recording with Cleo Shaw. I think the point that your attorney is attempting to make is that
even if she admits to this, we all know that she's already admitted it, recanted it, now readmitted it again. Unless there's any additional evidence, it means absolutely nothing. We're still in the same spot.
Please, I did it. I stabbed him. Please.
Okay, then tell me what happened. Tell me the context. Tell me why. Give me something that makes me believe you. Because I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
The
I
day
side with
Bryce
your
Miller
attorney.
got shot, I lost it. I didn't want anyone. I was sick of the idea that PD weren't gonna do anything about it. I was upset. The day in which you took the statement from Nicholas Simone that he was stabbed, I did it. I did it by myself. I had a switchblade knife, and you can check the records. I had purchased a switchblade knife. I can't remember from who, but it was actually at Davis PD. I purchased it from someone. It wasn't for that intention. It was because I really like switchblade knives. My bank records are there. You have that proof as well. I came up with a location. It was a random location. It had no relevance. It was that location he was found at. I asked to meet him there, and I asked him, "Did you hurt Bryce?" And he refused to answer. And I was like, "Please tell me, did you hurt Bryce? Was that you?" And he kept refusing to tell me. And he kept saying, he kept playing the clean guy. He kept playing the clean guy, and he had gotten under my skin at this point, and I was done. He gotten under my skin, and I was done. So I called him a fucking liar, and I stabbed him. I jumped in the ocean. I had already picked a jet ski, and I got on the jet ski, and I left.
Sure you did.
And I left. And I am not doing this for any sort of I'm going to get fired. I'm going to end up in jail. I cannot watch the people around me get hurt because of my mistake. Because of my fucking mistake. Because I felt failed. And you guys can tell me I'm victimizing myself all you fucking want. You can do that. But in that moment, I didn't know what else to do, and I thought I didn't want to be a victim anymore, and I wanted to feel like I was doing some form of justice to someone who couldn't defend themselves. And with the Elizabeth Byrne case, after what she did to people, she killed someone, she kidnapped and tortured Lily Pond. She did not deserve that. Lily did not deserve that. And then
hold on. I want you to pause, Cleo. You do realize that Elizabeth Byrne, for kidnapping and torturing Lily Pond, was placed into Bolingbrook State Penitentiary for 45 years, put on death row.
Yes, and when the court case happened and she walked out, I knew that she would continue to harass me. It felt like, for a moment, it just felt like justice hadn't been served, because I knew Lizzie would be right back at it, harassing.
Listen, all this has only been said now because she found out that he wasn't in custody, and now she's scared shitless. And for whatever reason, she thinks she's going to be safe in jail, which she won't, by the way, because it's surrounded by hills with a fence that someone can shoot through. So she belongs to right now, her word means absolutely nothing. You can't have someone that's flip-flopped several times, especially under very important circumstances, like the individual isn't in custody anymore, and her having the reaction she have, now pretend like, oh, I'm telling the truth. She's obviously scared for her life. She doesn't know what to do. She literally said she doesn't think witness protection exists. That's where she deserves to be.
All right, Cleo, have you ever seen the report made by Nicholas Simone on the date that he was stabbed?
Yes.
Okay. When did you have access to that?
I saw it when I was about to submit my reports, and I wasn't lying about that. I was going at it day by day. I saw it because when I typed in his name, they came up, and I read it.
What were you wearing when you stabbed Nicholas Simone?
Wearing all black with a mask.
Yeah, it's like every criminal in the city.
With a mask? What kind of mask?
I can't remember. I can't remember what mask. It had no.
Because you wasn't there.
It had no relevancy. No, sorry, it had no relevance. I was there. I did it.
Yeah, me too. I was wearing black, no mask.
What was the location?
I can't like pinpoint it exactly. It is between where we were today and it was hang on, it was after you pass the bridge, North Chumash, and before you approach Polito Cove. If you look at your GPS, there is a trail that goes down towards the sea. There it was a fucking a pier, quite broken up. I believe it's close to Hookies.
I also want to keep in mind that she's already aware of where the location is. It's already been disclosed when her alibi was asked for. So this isn't like some information that only, the police would know and she wouldn't because that's already been disclosed to her.
The reason why I went from telling you to not telling you to telling you is because I personally don't think you guys will I think you guys deserve to know the truth. I think a lot of things go cold. You guys deserve to know this truth from someone that you believe to be your own. That is it. No other intention. It is it.
Look, hypothetically, if she was telling the truth right now, which she isn't, no, you guys don't deserve to know the truth. You guys don't deserve anything.
Regardless of how I feel towards certain individuals within the police department, your intentions are good. I'm not talking about me. I don't care about me right now. But all Jenny wanted to do was help. All you wanted to do was help. Cross, he wanted to help. And I betrayed all of that because I was so unbelievably selfish, and I pinpointed myself in the center of all of it, and I gathered everyone else's opinions, and I got confused as to what to do. That is it. I fucked up. I fucked up. There are no excuses behind it. There are no excuses. I fucked up. And you guys deserve better.
She's referring to she fucked up when she admitted to doing the stabbing in the back of the car.
Did they fuck me up? Did they mentally fuck me up? Absolutely. Will I recover from this? Maybe with the help of Pixie.
You
That's debatable.
You said that you arrived on scene prior to Nicholas. Is that right? And you said you picked the scene.
Yeah.
And did you see what vehicle, if any, he arrived in?
No, I didn't. Actually, let me rephrase that. No, actually, yeah, I didn't. At one point, I think I saw someone. I saw that there was this random beat-up car when I arrived, and that was it.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, that one was you, Coyote?
Yeah, when I stabbed him. That's how I got there.
This is
how did you
arrive
on scene?
The things
did
behind
drive,
the screen
walk,
are
fly,
actually
parachute,
pissing me off. I think I genuinely can't remember. I think I had a car. I placed a phone call at the payphone at Hookie's, and then I ran down after he said he'd be there.
Okay.
Why do you want to go to jail?
Because I fucked up. Because I did something wrong, and I never thought I would ever do.
Well, before you indicated you wanted to go send me several times, sporadically crying after you found out that.
I mean, yes, I'm absolutely terrified that the people around me are going to get hurt. People I fucking care about. And I'm just talking about.
And why wouldn't they get hurt if you're in jail?
And that's what Michael said.
And you believe them?
I have to take that chance. If that's the only way, then it's the only way.
That's the chance you're willing to take? That one? Out of all the options you have, that's the hill you want to die on?
Cleo, I've already told you that as far as threats from these particular individuals are concerned, that I mean, they don't stop when they say they're going to stop. They tell you to stop prying into their business. You do so. They continue planting bombs on your friends' vehicles. They continue. They give others instructions to shoot.
I personally don't think Nick is going to stop, because Nick just wants me to say sorry, and I tried to, and then he said, "No, it's too late. You started this, and I will end this." I was shot today by Cy Carter, and coincidentally, which is not a coincidence at all, Nicholas Simone was there. He applied pressure to my wounds, and under his breath, he muttered, "Only I can finish this."
Yeah,
and I asked him why he was helping me.
Do you know what the Psy means in his name? It means psychotic.
Reverend, my lovely. Thank you so much for the 5 months.
Also gullible. Forgot that part too. Hey, did you know she got hazed in the PD? They used to shoot at her and stab her and beat her up for hazing.
That doesn't matter.
I think it matters. That's fucked up, Bundy.
I've heard of somebody being stabbed while being hazed. Jesus.
Well, apparently it's happening.
It happened recently, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, I think it matters. I don't think that's how employment's supposed to work. If you think we're in college or something, maybe. I don't even think how it's supposed to work in college. Wasn't there a big scandal on that hazing shit in college? Big outcry from the public, along with surgeons victim blaming. Wow, that's insane.
Were you and Simone alone at the pier the entire time?
Yeah.
Nobody else approached?
Not
I
that
was
I'm
there.
aware of.
I was there.
Coyote didn't show up?
It was just, from my knowledge, it was just Nicholas and I.
No, it was actually just me and Nicholas. She wasn't there. This changes nothing.
All right. We need to have a conversation, Coyote. I think you should probably be part of it.
Okay. You're doing good. Keep up the good work.
You just tell her she's doing good after she like confessed to stabbing a guy. I think that in the event they're unavailable, I think what we're supposed to do is do a 24-hour investigative and then let them get a hold of them afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, look, that's still on. Perfect. Okay. After discussing things with the initial investigating officer as well as your attorney to be there to speak on your behalf, Cleo, I'm going to be completely honest. I am caught in the middle with this. There are two possibilities as far as I'm concerned. Possibility number one is that you are bending to the bullshit that Michael Simone is feeding you. You are charging down a reckless path where you are attempting to throw away your career and possibly your own life by putting yourself, literally jumping into a bucket so that you can be fish in a barrel for him to shoot at, by sending yourself up to Bolingbrook State Penitentiary, where you would serve time. Option number two is that you actually did stab Nicholas Simone. And based on what you told me, it was based on actions that he had taken against you. It was a heat of passion. It was a flight of rage. You asked him questions. He wouldn't respond. He was being coy with you, and your response was to stab him with a switchblade. Based on that assessment, if it's option number one, that means that you're a danger to yourself because you're making reckless, headstrong decisions that are in fact going to get you killed by throwing you against the people who are hunting you down, threatening you, or coercing you. And option number two means that you are a danger to others. So in my opinion, the best course of action at this time is going to be to get a psychologist down here to perform an initial evaluation on you. And pending that initial evaluation, you will be sent up to Parsons.
Oh my god!
Under a different alias.
Under a different alias, yes.
But they took Gunner out of Parsons.
The intention is going to be that we will essentially simultaneously falsify something on your record that shows a conviction, so that it appears as though you have been sent to Bolingbrook State Penitentiary, while in fact providing you with alternative identification and sending you to Parsons instead.
No one's gonna know you're in there.
If anybody's looking in Bolingbrook, if anybody's waiting for you to come out of the other side, they're just not going to find you.
I don't know how. I, I, I don't know how to react right now.
Well, you got to look at it this way: you're not safe outside the police station, and you're not safe in jail.
What about my friends? What about
Well,
my friends? What if hypothetically speaking they figure it out? Hypothetically.
okay.
W-
Let's say
Hypothetic-
hypothetically they did figure it out. Whether you're in jail, whether you're outside, whether you're gonna be dead.
What about
But-
what about my friends?
What
what
are you
about,
gonna do to save your friends?
I don't know. But
There's nothing you can do.
But
So
like, there's
whether
innocent
you're there or you're
people
out
that
of there,
might
it
get
doesn't
hurt,
matter.
But there's innocent people that might get hurt. Me, not innocent. Not innocent. Bryce, innocent. Dante, innocent. Jeffy, innocent. Sabbath, innocent.
So what would you do differently that would protect them?
I don't know. Don't you think that if we
That's the problem. There is no answer to
Um,
that. But one person we can keep safe is you.
So in terms of okay, so for my protection, obviously, false alias. What about like, am I to not ever have visitors or anything like that? What if they like, if I am, whether Bryce gets into disguise or not, or something like that? What if they follow him? What if they track him and then they find out? You know.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
thought about that.
I just have a lot of questions. I'm sorry. I just have a lot of questions.
Then they should be in the event that they find out that you are in Parsons. Then hypothetically, if you are correct, which I don't believe you are, but if you are correct, and what they were seeking was some sort of, justice or punishment or corrective action relating to you stabbing Nicholas Simone, then for all
Allegedly.
intents and purposes, the reason you are there is for that.
If they're seeking justice, they're getting it technically.
Bundy, as Bundy, not as my superior, and you're more than welcome to turn off the recording and talk to me alone. I just, and not as like, just as yourself. What do you genuinely think is the best course of action? Like, what do you genuinely believe that Michael will not stop what he's doing?
I think that you passed the chance for the best course of action about I don't know, a week and a half ago.
I mean, in terms of this, you genuinely think that Parsons is the way and not Bolingbroke? Like, I'm asking, do you genuinely believe that Michael is gonna continue doing what he's doing, even if he believes that I get sent to Bolingbroke? Yeah, you personally.
Me personally,
sir, you
yes,
personally.
100%. You're talking about a man who told us that the only reason he was going after officers was because we disturbed his playthings. And he was attempting to teach us a lesson in relation to that. And if we stopped poking at him, he would stop poking at us. So we stopped poking at him for a period of about 5 days, and he set off, I think, 2 or 3 car bombs, sniped an officer, sniped a federal agent, and also, did all the stuff that you're aware of with Gunner during that time period. And that was after we stopped.
I'm starting to get
Personally-
the impression that she's one of his playthings now.
And that is part of the reason that I think Parsons is probably the best option, because at this point I feel
I wanted to go to Parsons at one point. I spoke to Pixie about it.
what did Pixie say?
She mentioned what had happened to Gunner. And that therapy we both came to the conclusion that therapy would be more of a better course of action for me. but I just kept pushing the people that I cared about away, and it hit me when my fiance at the time then broke up with me. And that's what triggered the Parsons thing. But she coerced me to, not in a malicious way, of course. And we had 2 therapy sessions recently. I've been wanting to go see her recently, but she hasn't been around. They have been helping the therapy sessions. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not really making a statement here, and I'm just speaking my thoughts. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna shut up. I just a lot is going through my head right now.
Well, here's 2 different things between you and Gunner. One is the thing that this individual is wanting is something to go on your record, or you to be charged with it. That's going to be fabricated. So the impression you're being charged, if he goes to look at the public records, it's going to show that you have been, even though you're not. And then number 2, in Parsons, you're going to be under a different alias, so no one's going to even know you're there. There's no reason for him to even look for you there.
So I spoke to someone today who works at the Iron Hawk. I was literally just getting gas, and we ended up just talking about the lost. He didn't know who I was, and he said, yeah, a bunch of them are currently in jail right now. Are there
that's that bullshit the Senate did, right?
Yeah, I believe there's 13 or 14 members of the Lost who are currently incarcerated.
And they're in Bolingbroke right now, right this second. I mean, if they're there and I'm not there, then
then they didn't notice during your quick 35 months in prison. That's all that attempted first degree murder even is a 35-month sentence. So there's nothing to say that temps are called temps in prison for a reason.
You did your time. You went off the grid. You're done with your shit. You fled the city. You're gone. Whatever they want to believe.
And again, the alternative is if you are correct, which I don't think that you are. If you are correct that whether it be a true or a false confession, the confession to the stabbing of Nicholas is all they were looking for, and a corrective action coming out of that, some perverse sense of justice, then this still accomplishes that. So even if they follow the rabbit hole and they find out, aha, it turns out that she was sent to Parsons the entire time, there's no reason that they would not be satisfied with that result.
Okay, how did they, I'm just trying to wrap my head around how he's going to find out. Because he needs to find out,
Well, we did talk about that.
You have your ways.
We feel it was in the best interest that no one knew, and I told them that you wouldn't like that. And so it's going to be up to Parsons at the end of the day.
No, I mean, in terms of Michael finding out that I supposedly have been sent to Bolingbroke.
Oh, it'll be on your record.
It'll be on my record.
Mm-hmm.
But what if he... Okay, alright, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm thinking too deep into this. I just want him to know. I just need him to know that I've been sent.
It's Coyote.
Let me go chat with.
You need to get with an attorney, and then they can speak with a judge and get it done.
Real quick. Where are we at on contact?
Well, I'm an attorney, but I only do criminal cases. I don't do that nonchalant, easy work. I'm a Smurf, Yeah. Yeah, the chief judge. Yeah, I retired for a break for a term. But if you ever murdered somebody and you actually did it and you want to get away with it, call me. All right, bye.
I do not have his phone.
I do. I can send it to you.
I can just try calling him.
I'm smurfing.
The recording's still on, by the way, just in case.
Oh yeah, they can't use that client confidentiality. Hey, so they wanted to, so they realized they didn't have enough, of course, for the charge, right? For the attempt, the knife incident, the alleged incident that took place. So
but
they
I
were gonna
told
do.
them. But I told them everything. But I told them everything.
Yeah, you told them a lot of shit, but that's not enough to put you in jail.
What do you? Oh, so that's the reason why Parsons is being brought up, because they don't have enough.
Well, even if they did, it probably would go the Parsons route anyways, because if you go to jail, you're gonna die, and they can't consciously send you to jail knowing you're gonna die.
I'm on it. Come on, Watson.
But they were gonna charge you with obstruction, misdemeanor. I got you out of that too. Yeah, your little breakdown helped with that. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. But hey, the good news is you're gonna be safe. You know, that's pretty neat, right? Pretty neat. And you know, your friends, they'll probably be okay.
And if they're not,
Well, there's nothing you can do about it, no matter where you're at. Isn't that true?
I just.
These guys got
I
sniper
just
guns and
don't-
submarines. What are you gonna
I just don't
do?
want anyone to get hurt.
Well, I don't want a lot of things, but what I'm trying to point at is there's nothing you can do.
I know, but like I started this mess.
Well, they started this mess.
I mean, no, but I started this. What they even said, Cleo, you started this, and we're going to end this.
I don't care what they said. They went at war with the police department for quote unquote poking around. They're not really the moral compass of sanity here. You didn't do anything. You didn't start anything. They did. Stop blaming yourself. They're assholes. That's what assholes do. They do assholery stuff. So I know you wanted to go to jail and die for whatever reason, but me being your attorney and having to do the right thing for you, my job is to keep you out of trouble and keep you safe. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay?
I don't know what to think anymore. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I think it's overrated.
I appreciate you a lot.
Yep.
Hey, you want to hear a joke?
Okay, go ahead.
What's the downside to eating a clock?
It won't go down?
It's time consuming.
Yeah. It is. You want to hear a joke?
Sure.
You want to know why they don't do doggy style in the South?
Why?
Because you never want to turn your back on family.
No, no. See, the reason why I really like shitty jokes is there's humor within the shitty jokes, and it just reminds me of my dad, to be honest.
Is that like another one of those roads we're going to go down now?
No.
Go ahead.
He died.
Yep, I knew it.
Yeah, they never solved how he died. They said it was an accident. Could have been an accident. Could have been something he did. But I don't think so. I
How do you think he died?
think he was killed.
But who?
He was just
Did he have enemies?
he was involved in some messy stuff. Not criminal activities. He was looking into something that he shouldn't have.
He was a pimp.
No.
Oh. Looking into the government?
Kind of, yeah.
Ah. Yep, that'll do it.
Into the police. He was an officer himself. He was quite early on in his career, to be honest. I mean, he barely started. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say he was early on, but you know, he had aspirations, he had goals, he had places he wanted to go.
It seems like you're walking in his footsteps.
Except I failed him with this.
Why is that? You're not dead.
Because he never would have done anything like this.
And he's dead. Think about it.
I don't know.
All right, let's take a field trip out of this goddamn room.
I'm thirsting to death.
I will get something for you out of the fridge upstairs.
Okay.
Cleo, let's get you upstairs to get you into a change of clothes.
He locked us in.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Oh,
I mean, he's a great guy.
You were standing there with it like halfway open.
Fake news.
Calling me an asshole.
Hey, Cleo, you ever seen The Witcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, so being a judge, I'm kind of like a Witcher, right? I got drained of all emotions. Yeah, I'm not allowed really to have them. I had to go through the training and all that. Even before verdicts, I had to drink like the justice juice. You know what I mean? It's insane.
The justice juice?
Can I have some of that?
No, you gotta be a judge Witcher before you can.
Fuck.
Is justice juice just whiskey? Because it sounds like just whiskey.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I've seen the Senate drinks their justice juice, just in out there for everybody to see.
The Senate are assholes. They don't know shit about the law.
All right, go ahead and get yourself changed into something that's not you, okay, Cleo?
Okay.
Here you go, Coyote.
See that? I told everybody you were a good guy. Wish they'd believe me. Yeah, apparently when you're thirsty or hungry, you bleed everywhere. It's weird. You want to know something crazy?
What's up?
The first time I woke up in 45 days.
Wait, what? Why?
Yeah, congratulations. You got lucky.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Were you... What, you were just around?
No, I was taking a break. You see, the problem with this city is people, they don't know when to stop. And they just keep going and going and going. And when they get burned out, they just keep going. And then they become miserable. And then they make everyone else around them miserable. And then everyone's miserable and everyone blames everything for everything. When simply they should have just took a month away. Think about it.
Yeah, I understand. I'm trying to find something that isn't me.
Oh, put on some overhauls.
Mm,
That's not you.
I've done that before. I actually like overalls.
And carry a crack pipe in your mouth.
A crack pipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't put crack in it unless you want to. Yeah, I'll probably run for re-election again next cycle. We'll see. I needed a break. I did this shit. I ran the justice system for like 2.5 years. It was doing my head in
Yeah.
every day, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I needed a break.
Breaks are good. Breaks are really
They
good.
are. They really are.
Whenever I would get frustrated on duty, I would go off duty.
There you go. You know what'd be really good for like emotional support and like help relieve stress is if they had UFC, but you fought toddlers.
You want now?
Well, I'm just saying, if you got a cage and you kick the shit out of like 20 toddlers, it might make you feel better.
Toddlers?
Yeah, just like a field goal kick. Boop.
I mean, I don't like kids, but I don't think I'd ever want to hurt a child.
And we'll give them a knife and dress them up like Chucky so you have no emotional attachment.
What the You know what? I got punched in the vagina by Chucky once.
What?
Yeah. It
Did
happened.
it hurt?
It was my first ever. I think it was just as I had moved in to the city. I got
Did it hurt?
Yeah, I fucking hurt. Of course it hurt.
But you don't have, you know, you don't.
No, but it still hurts.
You didn't bring any nuts to your squirrel house.
It still hurts getting punched in the vagina, sir.
But it's like a bat cave. How?
What do you mean it's like a bat cave?
Well, it's a bat cave that bleeds once a month and doesn't die. If a cave could die.
Yeah, but you can still get bruising.
Oh, that's good to know. Hey, Monday! Monday!
He's on the phone, Coyote. He'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. You look.
Hey, is
you look
Wrangler
like
still doing
Winsong
Wrangler
and-
stuff?
Always wrangling.
I'd never
Oh,
want
shit.
pink.
Yes, if you could meet us at Parsons, that would be fantastic.
Here,
Beautiful.
here's
I
your new ID.
appreciate you, Your Honor.
Hey, that used to be my name.
Thank you,
Wrangler?
Hardcastle.
No, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, that did used to be your name.
Chloe Simmons.
Go to the class.
All right, Coyote, do you want to come with us to Parsons, or are you good from here?
Okay.
I don't know what that means. It was like a yes or no thing.
I don't know, roll a dice. 1 and 2. Yeah, all right, we go.
All right.
Okay.
Did you bring the charger here?
No, I got the unmarked CVP. I pulled it out.
Okay. All right.
Sir,
Which one? Mine? That's
Mr. Coyote?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, we were just We were just leaving.
I screwed it. It's my.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's fuck.
Hey, Jenny, is there anywhere for people to grab all their shit while they're here?
Here, no.
Oh, that's good.
He's been
Wait,
at
let me
justice
check actually.
juice.
Sir,
Been a minute.
Mr. Bundy.
Actually, yeah, I lied. It's right
Yeah,
here.
Cleo.
It's over here.
I don't know if Jenny received it, but I placed something in
Bundy, I lied.
in
It's at the front
letterbox
desk.
at MRPD for her.
Okay. I'll make sure
Awesome.
she gets it.
Her name is Chloe Simmons.
Okay.
Lovely.
All right.
That's a bit close, isn't it? All the last names you could have picked in this world.
What? It was a randomized last name I
Alright.
chose.
You
Holy
should be able
fuck,
to
I
grab
forgot how
your
Scottish
stuff,
you were.
I think, over here at the check-in.
Say again.
Oh, the state ID I got first.
Uh,
Did you say it was over here, Jenny?
I got
Yeah,
it.
it's right
Over
here.
I
Yeah.
got
okay.
it. Is there anything that you would like to take from me?
Let me take a look real quick.
Jenny, I forgot how fucking Scottish you were.
I'm not Scottish, you asshole.
The cop on
Wait, which
detector
one?
was given to me by another officer.
What?
Someone in
Which one of
command,
'em?
because of obviously what
Both of
had happened.
No, like, which. There's like 3 of them, man. I don't know. One wears skirts, one likes green, one invades countries. What the fuck? Which one?
What are you
The
on about?
Irish and the English?
Yeah, which one?
All right.
I'm English.
I'm taking
not
your
Scottish.
lockpicks, your ammo,
Oh,
your
yeah.
firearm.
Casterman's Scottish.
Everything else, I
He is
think.
Are you
Scottish.
sure you're not Scottish?
Let's get rid of the
No.
whiskey. That's
I'm
probably not.
Yorkshire. I'm better than
Can I
that.
have one?
Yeah, but she
No,
sounds
you
pretty
can't.
Scottish.
You're going to an
Just
actual
one. You
You know what's
rehabilitation
funny? You all
Can I
say
facility.
that,
just
but
have
like
one
between you
whiskey
and I,
with
my
you
dad might
while
actually
on
be
the way
Scottish,
there,
and I just
sir?
don't tell people.
It's my favorite
Yeah?
drink.
Are you like on the Scottish side of Britain?
No, I'm in the Yorkshire side of Britain.
I don't know what that means.
I'm in God's
Okay.
County.
Hardcastle, can you take the other
Oh,
4
guns!
bottles of
Hell
whiskey off
yeah,
of her?
dude. American side of Britain.
Just
I
leave her
said
with
God's
one.
County, not guns. Jesus.
Oh no, I just need the one. Just the
Oh,
one.
the one.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, just take 4, leave her with 1. I already took 5 others off of her. Okay, everything else you have should be fine. I'm gonna leave you with your armor and news camera and all that fun stuff. To keep yourself occupied. All right, let's roll out of here. All right, Chloe, you're with me. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been here for a total of 30 seconds. It's getting back. Who knows?
Last goddamn time I parked my fucking car here. Go for Bundy. That may have been by design. Oh, God damn it, did they just... Okay, we'll get a different car, it's fine. Can you guys take Coyote?
Yeah, we'll take it. Hop on it.
You allowed to have this drink with me?
Maybe after we get there.
Can you tell Bryce this has happened?
Are we going on a channel or are we just?
We can
Want me to
hop
jump on a channel?
Yeah.
Seven's being used by Wrangle.
Of course it is. 7.1.
Seven.
Radio check.
Then two.
Yeah.
I'm unmarked, so I'm gonna break all the laws.
Could you, are you able to tell Bryce stuff?
Do you think that's a good idea?
I think Bryce will freak out if he doesn't know where I am. He will go to Bolingbrook to try and visit me.
I will tell Bryce that you are currently being watched and protected.
What about him?
In the event, like I said, that what they are looking for is some sort of vindication, some sort of punishment on you in relation to what has happened, whether that be due to the pre-existing relationship or that's because of the fact that you actually did it, then realistically Bryce should be safe because they would be satisfied by the response that you admitted
So
it and
you
you went to
said
Parsons.
you're in the middle of it. Whether, correct me if I'm wrong. Whether you feel that I have been coerced into us doing this, or whether I actually did this.
Well, here's the
yeah.
no. The thing is that I think you've definitely been coerced. I just don't know if you've been coerced to tell the truth or to lie. And I'm halfway in between. I think it could go either way. And the reason I think it could go either way is because I had one of the people I would call probably one of my best friends, one of the most neutral, detached, solid minds in this city, look at this case and determine that you were a primary suspect from day one. So the fact that you are confessing to it makes complete sense from that perspective, right? Sounds plausible that you would have been the one who did it.
I did do it.
But the other half of the coin is that, I mean, these people have been tormenting you. They've been torturing you. They did the same shit to Gunner.
Was I
And
thinking in rational mind when I did what I did? Absolutely not. Was I terrified regardless? Yes. Did I think you had already gotten under my skin? I didn't realize until later.
I'm gonna slow down a little bit just so before everybody else catches up, I can tell you something. I probably would have stabbed him too, but I wouldn't have gotten. They wouldn't have known it was me.
Yeah. So my friends and my family is all I have.
Thank you. I hate this fucking gate. I hate this gate so much.
And I'm sorry. Doesn't change anything. But I called you for a reason.
About to lose more hair and turn even more gray, but who isn't? And Grayson.
Grayson too. Adams is pretty good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so you know, it's not like a complete clusterfuck. First is doing pretty good.
Hello, we are inside the facility.
Psst.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, we are over by the car park.
My number 628-092-3271. Okay. You feel like you're in some weird situation where you need like a mediator that's in the middle that's gonna treat you like a middle standpoint? Give me a call, okay? I'll help you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Coyote's an asshole, but he's a good asshole. That's the reason we called him.
Who is that over there?
That I
So-
believe that is Judge Grayson.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was one of the psychopaths.
Oh. What is he doing here?
He is here to help us finish out your paperwork because psychiatrists aren't currently available. So you're going to be placed up here on a temporary hold, and then we're going to take care of the rest of the paperwork on our end to make things look
Hey,
Oh.
psycho, what did
convincing in
you do to
relation to
get
the other
here?
stuff we talked about.
Did you kick a baby or something?
I just want to know. So obviously, when
Yeah, I'm
speaking to
alright, how are you?
psychiatrists, they're going to be the ones to determine.
Yeah, popped in, you know.
Whether
It's
your
a
stay here is
monthly visit.
extended,
Yeah.
shortened, ended, from that point forward, it's completely up to Pixie and her staff.
Okay. What's up?
Okay. After a very long series of interrogations with Miss Chloe Simmons here, both her attorney and us have agreed that it is under her best interest to be psychologically evaluated because she is likely to be a danger to herself, if not others. So we are requesting a 24-hour stay for her here. Apparently there are individuals who may be after her, which would have knowledge as to whether or not she went to Bolingbrook. So we would prefer that she spend that 24 hours pending evaluation here rather than in, rather than in the pen.
I understand. Counselor Russell here was your legal counsel.
Yeah, we request that she be do intake here under a different alias.
Understood. Okay. Safety reasons, I get it. So this is your official capacities recommendation, Captain Bunny.
Yes, Your Honor.
And legal counsel agrees?
Yeah, I don't know, creative name, maybe Barbara or something.
We already
Does
we
Miss
already got her
Simmons
one.
agree?
Miss Simmons, that is the alias.
Okay.
Barb for short.
Do I agree? Yeah.
Okay. Voluntary hold it is. Or are we going for an involuntary hold so she has no say in the matter?
Well, I mean, frankly, we'd be pushing it whether or not she had a say, but if she agrees, we can push it as voluntary.
Okay.
Does it make a difference?
The difference is that if we've got the backstop of involuntary, which is the reason I said that, means that you won't be released until you are evaluated.
You won't be released
or
until Dr. Pixie Plum or one of her psychiatrists evaluates you and deems you safe.
Okay.
Right?
The TLDR is a voluntary hold you can walk out of, an involuntary when you've at least got to see a psychiatrist first.
Okay.
You have a report I can look at anything? Or is this...
I do. If you want to reference report number 36738. 36738. The third most recent report, I think. Fourth most recent report.
Oh. Okay. This would be the danger to others, I'm assuming?
Correct, Your Honor.
You got this, Barb.
So we going with Bob Simmons?
She has identification for
Yeah, it's right
Chloe Simmons.
Okay. It's Chloe Simmons. As a part of my official duties as a judge of San Andreas, I am going to be sentencing you to a indefinite hold until you have been evaluated by a member of the Parsons Medical Group. Do you understand this?
Yes, I do.
That's not really a sentence.
Hmm.
You gotta really commit a crime to be sentenced.
Okay.
Just saying.
I'm with you. You're being pedantic, but I understand. Counselor Russell.
Jesus.
Oh,
What the hell?
Look, I take it back. Fuck it, Senator.
Uh-huh.
I think only the Senate can do that, Your Honor.
I mean, the Senate can do whatever they want, apparently.
Listen, you can still be all powerful and not know jack shit about the law. Example, the Senate.
True.
Yes.
oh. You are on a mental hold.
Okay, Miss Simmons. Get better. Feel better.
Thank you.
As to the other end of what we discussed, the charges currently appear on your record as discussed. And
What
I
does this
just
specifically say?
criminal possession of a Class 1 firearm and attempted second-degree murder.
Okay.
Do you need anything else from me?
Me personally
not
or everyone
not
else?
on our end, I don't think, Your Honor.
Absolutely. If you've got any requests, Miss Simmons, I will hear them.
Is there a yoga mat? And
Maybe
food
on the
here?
Hey, this
I've
is
been here
Coyote.
a few times. If you go to the other side of the building, there is a setup for that. There should be. These facilities are beautiful and really nice, and you should be safe here.
Yeah, you got a
Do you-
tennis court.
Do you want to have a walk
There's
through?
those just in case.
I don't usually
Oh
charge
my
people
God.
because
I
I don't
mean,
care. And I used to be the
there's a
city council
pool.
when
you.
I'm rich.
There's a tennis court. But there is some like
That's
yoga
perfect.
facilities over there. I'm just not sure if they have an instructor here or not.
I'm just stressed, that's all.
I understand.
Yeah, that's it.
First time I came here to help somebody as one of the clients,
This sounds like
the
South Park.
fences weren't even here. The fences make such a change.
Okay.
There's food and drink here.
Yep.
If you need it, it's over here.
Well, it depends what you want. Criminal, civil. Yeah, I can get you out of that.
Plead the fifth.
I
I
don't know who
believe
you
it's
are.
somewhere around here, but it's been a while.
I think it's over here.
Maybe move it over there. Yeah. Here it is.
We have drinks here too. It's a
I ain't got time
fantastic
for
cup.
bullshit.
As bad as the chief.
But yeah, Miss Simmons, it's behind this building where I believe the yoga mats are.
You know how many cases I've done?
Here, Cap. I got you a cup for your future employment. There you go.
Some days I just want to punch somebody. I ain't got time for bullshit.
Just down there.
Oh, okay.
And then over by that tree, there's a good, like, meditation spot. And then if you go up the hill, there's a pool up there, which is, quite nice. And the
Okay.
views are quite nice from up there, too.
Just a quick on the food. It spoils quickly, so if you're hungry, eat it. If not, it will spoil pretty quick.
Okay, thank you.
But you gotta catch me awake. That's the hard part.
Hey, come over here.
Yep.
Oh, I need a foot massage.
Yep. I don't come around that often. On my break.
Sir, what do I tell people if they're calling me?
I left you your phone, so that's at your discretion. Personally, I wouldn't answer, but it'll keep you occupied. You can look at Twitter and whatnot.
I mean, if I'm at Bolingbrook, then I don't have a phone, right?
That's true. But you're also only at Bolingbrook for, I don't know, the next 28 months or so.
Okay.
Alright, you still got that drink?
Yeah, I do.
And on the count of 3, bottoms up.
All right.
3, 2, 1. And we will share another one when you are on the other side of this, and we will share about 20 more when Simone is actually in custody, okay?
Thank you, Bundy. I'm gonna be honest, Jenny is where I really need to apologize, but I'm scared.
Don't be scared of Jenny. She's the PD mom for a reason.
Yeah, but people lose hope in people,
Yeah, that's fair.
and I think she's lost hope in me.
Remember what I said before you told me that you stabbed somebody. You got to build those relationships up before you lean on them.
Yeah, I just want you to know that there isn't an ulterior motive behind my words, besides telling you the truth right now, and understanding the consequences at hand. Now, I may not be in Bolingbroke, but it doesn't mean I'm coming back to a job.
I'm going to be completely transparent with you. Everything that I have is going to be given to P&T. You're in a delicate position because you're still in that solo cadet phase. My recommendation to them, as far as you were concerned, was 14 strike points and a serious come to Jesus moment. That was before everything had fully unfolded. I think my recommendation to them is going to remain the same, because as a cadet, you can receive 15 strike points prior to termination. But I can't guarantee what their response is going to be. So, I'm not going to give you false hope. I'm not going to say that there's going to be a
No,
badge waiting for you on the other side.
I have accepted that I'm not going to have a job. I accepted that a long time ago before. If I were to ever admit to it, I accepted that I would be out of a job. And I understand that.
Okay. Well, we'll see what P&T says. But, regardless, yeah, we'll still have those drinks whenever you're on the other side, and whenever Simone's finally locked up in a basement buried below Bolingbrook, if not somewhere else.
You would still want to associate yourself with me after all of this?
Well, the difference between me and a lot of the officers that you say don't care is that you actually took the time to cultivate this relationship. I don't look at people for the hours they spend on duty. I look at people for the other things that they do. And frankly, there was a point in time. Well, hell, you're in Parsons. Nobody's gonna believe you anyway. You remember after Pond got kidnapped by Erwin Dundee?
I wasn't
were you an
around, but
officer then?
I know about it, yes.
So I was actually the one who found her. There's a reason. You know that little hole that's up in Grapeseed, Grapeseed Police Department, people lovingly call it.
Yeah.
I walked in there. I was blindly checking locations. Mike Block, of all people, had told me that she had been kidnapped, and then I got a phone call from Erwin Dundee. He wasn't even trying to hide his voice, but he was calling from a payphone. I blindly checked places. I think the first place that I went was the torture room down off of near the barrio. I think it was Davis, off of Davis, maybe. The second place I went was the torture room in Grapeseed, because people aren't creative. They visit the same places over and over again. And I walked in and I saw Pond laying on the floor. She was unconscious. She looked like a fucking ghost. She'd been stabbed in the eye. The knife was still sitting there. She had burn marks all over her body. Her knee had been stabbed. So I got EMS on her. I triaged her. I documented the scene. And then I went to Bay City Avenue number 1, Barry Benson's house. I unracked my shotgun from my center console, and I walked inside. And I stood beside the bed that I assume Irwin sleeps in with his husband, and if I had found him there, I would have shot him in the base of the skull. So I think that all in all, you have made a mistake that at one point in time I was very prepared to make myself.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you
but
for
that
telling me
conversation we had about there being about 70,000 other police officers who need me. I'm gonna go attend to them for the next hour and a half or so. Okay.
Yeah.
You got your phone. If you need me, call. Okay.
Do you mind if I text you here and there?
That is perfectly fine.
Thank you, sir.
You take care and listen to Pixie. She's a good one.
Oh, this is the most heartbreaking moment.
Hey,
Hi, Jenny.
how you feeling?
Like a piece of shit for the way that I've treated you?
Don't feel like a piece of shit for the way you've done anything. Just get better. And get some support. 'Cause this is heartbreaking.
Yeah, talking to you right now is killing me.
Well, I want you to know I still care. I'm still here. And I know it doesn't mean much right now, but
No, it means a lot.
that's how it is.
Jenny, regardless of whether I come back to PD or not, that is not my decision to make, obviously. I've accepted the fact that I'm not going to be coming back to a job. I still care for you. And I should have told you from the start when we were in that church.
You had your reasons.
But I tried to help in my own way today. Leaving that letter in the mailbox at MRPD. Pure coincidence, I promise, but I tried to help.
You did help.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not a bad person. You just were in a shitty situation. And now we need to get you out of that situation and get you into a place where you can thrive. And that's all I want for you. And I got the note. Thank you.
No, thank you, ma'am. Seriously, thank you.
Just get better. And if you need me, you know how to contact me, okay? I'm not always the most attentive.
Oh no, you have been attentive, ma'am. You just are juggling so much that it is beyond me.
I don't want you to think because I'm busy, I don't have time for you or that I don't care.
Yeah, it's not your schedule, ma'am. It's not what you... Sorry, let me rephrase that. It wasn't because you were busy. It wasn't because you didn't reach out. I have been swayed by so many external people. So many. It's not just Nick and Michael that are emotionally manipulating me or have already done that. And there's others as well.
All I want from you, Cleo, is that when you walk out of here, is that whatever choices you make them because you love yourself and because you want to do what's best for you. That's all I want. Regardless if it's PD, regardless if it's not, regardless if you decide you're going to go to Tahiti, pray to a god of some sort, and dance naked in a field. I don't care. I just want you to be happy with where you are and with yourself.
Yeah, me too. As much as it may seem like not a, as much as it may be hard for some to believe, but people being safe, people not getting hurt is where my happiness lies. There's no
And there
more...
isn't a doubt in my mind that you can't provide that for people. You got this. First, before you can take care of other people, Cleo, I need you to 100% take care of yourself. Just for a little bit, okay?
Yeah, I won't be making any more rash decisions. I won't be going to people and seeking their input like TJ Walker anymore. And I won't be doing any of that stuff anymore. I need to talk to the people that actually fucking matter, like Bryce and you.
But even if you
And
do,
Bunty.
Cleo, it's the same thing I've been saying from the beginning. Do it because you do it for the right reasons. We all falter, we all do dumb shit. Just do it for the right reasons in the end.
I will,
And just
regardless of
be
what happens.
careful.
Jenny, regardless of what happens, I will never, ever, ever, ever put you in a position of harm's way.
Don't think you would. But I'm talking about you. I'm talking about your safety and you will go out, you will bend over backwards for the safety of everyone else. But when is it your go to just look at you and realize that that is first and foremost what needs protection?
It's because I see tunnel vision.
Yeah, you do, and just be kind to yourself for a little bit, okay?
If anything does happen to me, or Jenny, and I ask this from Bunty as well, just please look out for Bryce. That is the only request I have. Just please look out for Bryce. That is it. Nothing else.
Nothing's gonna happen to you. Nothing's gonna happen to you. Nothing.
I hope it doesn't. Ma'am, may I ask why he wasn't caught today?
Tunnel.
There's a tunnel?
A tunnel.
Well,
That was why.
He went into a tunnel?
He went into a tunnel.
You know, speaking with him on the phone, he seems like a rational individual, and all he wants is a PD to not get away with the shit that they've gotten away with. Hence why he wanted me to confess. But he's a hypocrite, ma'am. Such a fucking hypocrite.
He is a complicated person who has the best of intentions and then gets blindsided by his own irrationality.
He said he doesn't care about anyone but his family.
That's a lie, though, isn't it?
I think it's
That's a lie.
defense mechanism. Yeah, I think he cares a lot. I think he cares about you, ma'am. I think he cares a great deal about you.
He doesn't lie to me, Cleo. And that's a very rare thing that I find in people. And he doesn't lie to me. which is why when I say I will do what I can to keep you safe, I am not lying because I will ask him straight and he will answer me straight.
So would it make sense if you messaged him and said she's in prison? She confessed to it.
I've already done it.
No, you have. Did he respond?
No. He went to sleep a couple of hours ago. I literally said, Nick's main case is closed. I left it at that. Because I'm not going to give him that information. He's going to have to go. He's going to have to work a bit harder to get that
Yeah.
confirmation.
And the fact that he's not asleep, I mean, the fact that he's asleep right now just means that he doesn't have this opportunity right now to go to Bolingbroke or check for himself or whatever, you know. He needs to figure that out. And like
Yeah.
Bunty said, 28 months, 32 months, for however long. I could have just stayed in a corner and waited and waited and waited. Not made a
Yeah.
sound. There is no way for him to find me here. There can't be.
At this point, there is around 6 people that know you're here. So if anything happens to you, it is one of 6 people. I kind of like those odds.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Cleo, I have to leave because it is now, I'm going to be honest, 6 a.m. and I have got to go.
Yeah, me too.
Good night.
Good night, Jenny.
Be kind to yourself because you deserve better.
Thank you, Mom. Oh, I wasn't expecting a hug.
Okay, don't have to give one back. Good night.
Good night.